I feel that a lot of us are coming into alignment with our true desires, no longer being okay with the mundane routine, whether that's work, whether that's love, whether that's life in general. Now people are starting to ask more questions. Now people are starting to dig deeper. What is it that I really want? I have the money, I have the material, but it is still not enough. What is it that I truly desire? And I feel that this time in space, in life, a lot of people are starting to question themselves on that. What is it that I truly desire? And with that being said, I feel like this particular masculine or this particular feminine is no longer aligning with that desire that you once thought. I feel as though a lot of you are starting to clean house when it comes to particular things that you are allowing in and out of your life. I feel like at this time you guys are allowing things that no longer serve you to easily leave your life. And with that, I feel that you are starting to notice or come into awareness that this all is stemming from your root chakra. The cards portrayed a lot of red and a lot of green, and those two chakras have to do with the root chakra and the heart chakra. And with the root chakra, I feel that there has been maybe some abandonment wounds. Maybe there has been some sort of abuse. Maybe there has been neglect. This could also come into play with mother and father wounds. So I feel like a lot of you are starting to piece things together. And I feel like you are also starting to align with your inner child and saying, hey, I didn't get that love that I am seeking today in my relationships. I didn't get certain things that I am now looking for in my adult life. I feel like you guys are also starting to break generational patterns that once were. I feel like you guys are now coming into alignment with your heart chakra. And let me say this to say, a lot of us through the womb carry issues, heartbreak, traumas from our mother that we don't notice on a conscious level, but rather an unconscious level. Not subconscious, but unconscious level. Because it is so deeply buried in our day-to-day routine, our day-to-day mindset, that we don't notice it playing out in our lives. And then we say, especially in today's world, we say, hey, it's the other person. It's not the other person. We are all reflections of each other. The people that I attract into my life are there to teach me something, whether that's good, whether that's bad. If you are in my life, it is because I subconsciously attracted you into my life so that I could learn a particular lesson, so that I could be further in alignment with my true desires and my true self, so that I can come back home to my true self. So, like I said, I feel like a lot of women, a lot of men, the masculine or the feminine, are starting to wake up to this calling. I also feel like you have gotten downloads very subtly. They could have been loud, but I feel like this has been a buildup of certain downloads that you have been receiving, whether it's through numbers, whether it's through synchronicities, whether it's through music. However spirit talks to you, I feel like that has been your subtle calling to where this particular situation has finally been the last straw to your awakening. Now, this is that door that has closed, that is now allowing you to be in alignment with a bigger and better door. And I feel like this has taken you maybe even years to complete. The world card wasn't out here, but considering that the puzzle in reverse has so many arrows, I feel like it has taken you some time to finally say, hey, I can't change this person. I can't make this person become who I would like them to be. I can't make this person behave and correct themselves so that we can be prosperous with one another, so that we can align with one another, so that we can elevate with one another. And I feel like you have now decided to draw that line in the sand and say, hey, I am choosing my higher self. I am choosing to be in alignment with my higher self. I am choosing to no longer be in a situation that does not serve me. And like I said, I want to congratulate you on that. I thank you for that. I do. I feel like on this new path that you are coming into, it all starts with your heart chakra. I feel like it is time for you to forgive. It's time for you to step into your feminine energy and say, hey, I surrender. I am no longer going to fight. I'm no longer going to be in conflict. I'm no longer going to hold battles that aren't mine. A lot of us, we are fighting with people's demons, and it's not our place to fight with them. It's not our place to battle them for them. Sometimes you have to leave people with their own demons for them to face. And who's to say that in the future they can eventually defeat those demons and come to you as a bigger, better, and even healed person than what you saw them with before? And to close this out, because I don't want to get too deep now if I already haven't, but as I said, this year is a number 8 year, and it's funny to say because one of the oracles that came out is a number 8, the dark moon. Pull a little closer. And with the 8, it's all about transformation, introspection. And with the snake going back into her third eye, I feel like you are now noticing that what you speak, what you experience is a catalyst of your own subconscious. I feel like now this is the time for you to go deep within, go into those dark spaces, go into those dark creases within yourself, and really unpack that bag that you have been holding on to for so long. Go into those places, those timelines that you have left that inner child within yourself in destitute, knowingly or unknowingly, and see what you uncover. See what's really ready to be exposed within yourself, whether that is an abandonment wound. Now you are being called to dive deeper. What about that abandonment wound? What happened? How did it happen? And also forgive yourself, forgive the people, and noticing that you did not intentionally allow this to happen. Let's say that. But rather, this was a catalyst for your growth. Even at a young age, this was another tool in your spiritual box that was helping you back then to align with the person that you are today. Whether that is subtly or whether that is in a huge way, congratulate yourself for overcoming that. Congratulate yourself for protecting you, because back then you didn't know that that was a wound. So now and today, uncover what you have been hiding from or running from for so long, and understand that this year, if you don't do nothing else, uncover what has really been holding you back in your life. Now for the number 8, let's see. I'm going to read the oracle message for this particular card. It also has prompts to go along with it. I would like for you to pause the video and really tune into the journal prompt that is along with it. If you have your own journal prompt that aligns with this, by all means, you are more than welcome to journal that as well. So this dark moon says, I am a creator being. The dark moon opens up the opportunity to explore a blank slate somewhere in your life. Within the darkness of the void, there is fertile ground for a seed to be planted. So what seed do you hope to plant right now? Before the moon can begin to grow anew, before an oak can sprout from acorn, you must call forward the vision of each of these in their fullest expression. Now is the time for dreaming, a time to tap into the highest potential. Whether this is through your favorite divination practices, journaling, making a vision board, or meditating, your channel is open to receive the insights that will inspire this next phase of your growth. As you dream, vision, and dance your way toward defining what the next sacred cycle may look like for you, know that the space you are now in holds the most vibrant and exuberant version of your wishes. Let your imagination and hopefulness run wild here, knowing that there is nothing to fear in the darkness. The journal prompt for this particular oracle card is, where in my life am I ready to start anew? Whether that is career, whether it's that relationships, whether that's your life in general, where are you ready to begin a new stage of your life? I'm pretty sure before then you have been going back and forth doing the same thing that did 5 years ago, doing what your mom did, doing the same thing that your dad did. What is your new pattern? What does your new life look like? What does your new look like? Really ask yourself that. Really tune into yourself to examine what that looks like for you. The other oracle card that came out was Waning Crescent Moon. Pause in stillness and reflect. Now let me say, I'm so sorry for my nails. I didn't get them done. Sorry. With this card, I feel like once you finally come out of the darkness, once you finally realize and dig through that bag that you have been running from, that you have been holding to, that baggage that you've been holding on to for so long, once you finally uncover those truths, I feel like there's light at the end of the tunnel. I feel like that's when your true self is able to shine through. And with that, also the card was green. So like I said, I feel like this has a lot to do with your heart chakra, forgiving, releasing, no longer being attached to revenge and whatever else you have been holding on to for so long. The waning crescent moon. I create space for rest. The final phase before the darkness, the waning crescent moon welcomes you with the opportunity to seek more deeply into the practice of rest. Choosing intentional rest can be a radical act, and this is exactly what is being asked of you at this time. Instead of waiting for the moment of burnout when resting becomes a requirement, you have the chance to create and plan for the most delicious experience of rest for yourself. This can be based on what would most nourish you at this time and place in your life. It may feel a bit funny at first to be so calculated about resting. Still, just like so many other experiences in life, there is deep medicine in anticipating something you desire. Enjoy all the gifts that come from this downtime, releasing any sense of urgency and reveling and reveling in the whole process. The journal prompt for this particular oracle card is, how can I plan for intentional rest that will nourish me? How can I plan for intentional rest that will nourish me? So I feel like at this time, also discover ways that will allow you to rest. In today's age, everyone is always on the go. Everyone is always moving. So I feel like, especially for the divine beings, it is required to rest. It is required to introspect. It is a requirement to pause and listen to that divine guidance. Listen to that inner voice that is saying, hey, I need to sit with myself. And so I'm going to close out with saying this, that I appreciate you guys for tuning in with me. I appreciate you guys for being here with me, gifting me your attention, gifting me your energy to read for today. I hope that this message resonated. I hope that it is reaching the people that it is needed to reach. I hope that you are able to take something from this video. Next, I am asking politely that you share and subscribe, comment and let me know what you think, comment and let me know how this has worked for you, and I will see you in the next video.